Okay, welcome to another MTGO League. This time again with red-green midrange, aka Ponza, Karnza, whatever you want to call it. So it's a kind of mid-range strategy with some unfair elements. So we've got these accelerants to give us extra mana for potential turn 2 Blood Moons, turn 2 Karn Great Creator, etc. So I've pulled this list directly from Goldfish. It was a well-forming list by someone called Waspus, I think. That's their Modo name. It did well in a modern challenge or super qualifier. I think it might have won. So yeah, so this kind of mana accelerants, and obviously you got 4 lightning bolts staple in any red deck. Wrenn and Six just great card, and then we've got the Blood Moons as kind of the unfair kind of get 'em kind of card. Bonecrusher Giant, again, good mid-range card. Pillage, another way to turn 2 destroy a land is pretty good. 3 Seasoned Pyromancer and Tireless Tracker, and 2 Klothys are the other kind of mid-range bits, and then full of kind of heavy hitters. We got 4 Karn the Great Creator, 4 Bloodbraid Elf, and a Chandra Torch of Defiance as the kind of top end of the curve. And then sideboard, a lot of it is obviously dedicated to Karn the Great Creator artifacts. So the I think the main reason people started putting Karn in was a way to beat the infinite life out of Heliod, and the way they do that is by collecting a couple of artifacts from the sideboard using Karn. So you've got Ensnaring Bridge to stop you being beaten down by Heliod's creatures. You've got Torpor Orb so that Skyclave Apparition cannot exile your artifacts, and then you have Elixir of Immortality. So this is a way to stop you decking out. You shuffle your graveyard into your library, so your opponent will deck out first, given that they can't remove these artifacts. And then not much more to say on the sideboard. Classic Karn bits. Kitchen Finks is a way out of a way to deal with the prowess decks, gain a bit of life and presents a blocker. Arasta is an interesting one. So yeah, obviously something against when opponents are playing lots of instants and sorceries. And then just extra removal in Flame Flash. So without further ado, let's get into a league. I hope everyone's doing well today. Please do consider subscribing if this content is something you're enjoying. Play a lot of mid-range kind of strategies on this channel, so do consider subscribing to the channel, and also do let me know in the comments. Always happy to hear how I'm doing, or if anyone has any recommendations on decks or plays or anything else. Okay, let's get into round number 1. Okay, we're going to be on the play, which is good against which is good here. Okay, so this is turn 3 Pillage, so I think we'll keep this against Y Principe, who I think is a well-known streamer, Modo grinder. So yeah, we're gonna we'll turn 1. We'll fetch a basic forest actually, and then Utopia Sprawl it, and make red mana from the Utopia Sprawl. So there's a couple of reasons for this. We don't want our forest getting Field of Ruin, and Field of Ruin can't hit basic lands. Okay, this is probably what we wanted to see on the other side of the table. Tron, I think, is quite a good matchup here. We do need another land. Blood Moon's also fine, but I think we're just going to pillage first. Hopefully we'll find a land off the top, because Karn the Great Creator will be very strong here. Very good against Tron. Okay, so land is great off the top here. We find Tireless Tracker, which isn't bad. Yeah, really would have liked to see a land there. So I think we're just gonna play Tracker here and hope to hit. If we hit like a fetch land next turn, that's obviously very good. Okay, so opponent has got Sylvan Scrying, so they'll play it as a power plant next turn. So we'd love a land. Arbor Elf, not really what we want, but it will give us extra mana next turn. Then yeah, okay, so I think just gonna have to pass here. So next turn we are gonna have to Blood Moon. I think we will just Lightning Bolt my opponent now. Okay, so we hit a land, that's good. So, oh, we should have Blood Moon first there, really, because then we wouldn't have had to take 2 life. So, actually, so we could play Karn here. Actually, we can do a lot of things because we can untap this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, but Chandra can add double red, so we can go Chandra into Blood Moon. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That definitely works, doesn't it? Because we go, this taps for 4, and then we untap this, which makes 2, and Chandra makes 2. Okay, so add red. So let's go Chandra. We'll untap this forest, add red, red, play Blood Moon. And attack with Tireless Tracker. So I think we're possibly favoured here, especially on the play. Okay, so they find a copy of Karn. They just kill our clue token. Okay, so let's go ahead and Let's go ahead and yeah, I guess we'll cast that from the top of our... actually, do we care about casting that from the top of our library? Because we could just cast it from hand and then it deals damage, so no. And then we'll cast one from hand because we want to get the damage in, really. So what are we going to get? So we can't, obviously we can't get coating or anything like that. So what are we getting? It's a bit of a weird one, actually. We haven't really got too much to get. We could get... I think it might just be Batterskull. Or we could draw a card with... Oh no, we can't activate that, so... yeah, I think it's just Batterskull here. And then how much do we care about attacking Karn? I think we're just gonna... We can't kill Karn anyway, so he can go and get Ensnaring Bridge. So yeah, I think we're just gonna attack face here. Set up lethal for next turn. So Karn might go and get Ensnaring Bridge, but my opponent might struggle to get the cards out of their hand. It is Ensnaring Bridge. And they play a sphere. Okay, so although actually we can kill Ensnaring Bridge with Chandra. How much mana have we got? So we'll play a land. We can't activate that though. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So sadly we can't quite equip Batterskull, although then we wouldn't be able to attack with it anyway. So I think here we'll, although we could kill Ensnaring Bridge. So if we kill Ensnaring Bridge with Chandra, we can then attack for 4 versus just ticking Chandra up. I think we'll just tick Chandra up. Okay, Lightning Bolt's pretty good. And then, yeah, we can just attack. Actually, I think we're okay not attacking here. And then we'll just play the Batterskull. Not that it matters, I don't think too much. And then we'll just tick Karn. We'll just tick Karn up here. Because we don't really want my opponent being able to kill Karn, because then they start being able to draw cards with spheres and and things. Okay, Pithing Needle is pretty good. We possibly should have attacked there with Arbor Elf. Yeah, I should have thought about this. Yeah, okay. Well, if this is Wormcoil Engine, we're in trouble. Another Karn. Okay, so what do we do here? Yeah, I should have thought about that. Obviously we can hit Lightning Bolt. That's a blocker. Okay, Bloodbraid Elf, not too bad. What sideboard could we go and get? Can't activate a lot of things. So yeah, this is fairly annoying. I think we go and get another 1-drop actually. Yeah, that's what we should have done last time, is got a 1-drop so we can attack with it. So we'll go and get No, we won't, because then that turns off Bloodbraid Elf. We'll go and get Relic of Progenitus. Play Relic of Progenitus. And then we'll play Bloodbraid Elf. Hoping to hit like a bolt or something. Yeah, Klothys is pretty good as well. And then, yeah, we'll attack with Arbor Elf. I'd imagine my opponent will block. Okay. So, yeah, a little bit of a mistake there, but we did hit Klothys, which is good. Klothys will kill my opponent in their upkeep, in our next main phase, unless my opponent finds something to deal with it. they've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So they could Karn here. Yeah, Karn exiling Klothys is a way out. But, I mean, obviously we've got several draws that just finish the game here. Okay, so our opponent just cast Expedition Map. Klothys, as long as we choose right, is... I mean, Pillage is going to kill the Ensnaring Bridge anyway. Right, so we don't want to choose a land card. I don't think there's anything that gets my opponent out of this. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit longer than it should have been if I'd played exactly correctly, but we still get there. So I don't think we're going to want to be bringing too much in. So Bolt's not amazing. Wrenn and Six isn't amazing either. So we could consider cutting those, but is there anything better? Kitchen Finks isn't great. No, I think we're just gonna hold. Yeah, I think we're looking for an aggressive start here, something to deal with my opponent's Tron lands. They'll be bringing in Nature's Claims, I would imagine. Looking forward to seeing what more Modern Horizons 2 has in store for us. Some interesting spoilers so far. We've got 2 lands in the Utopia Sprawl, but we do not have a land destruction or Blood Moon. I think we're going to mulligan at least once here. Okay, I think we're gonna I think we're gonna go with this and just hope to hit a land in our first 2 draw steps. We'll bottom a lightning bolt here. Yeah, obviously hitting a land here off any of our first 2 draw steps is really good. Come on, see a land. Okay, no land. So again, we're going to go and get basic forest. And then we'll Utopia Sprawl for red. And then we really need a land off the top. So my opponent's got Ancient Stirrings. Okay, so my opponent does have Tron next turn, so we're going to need a land off the top. Come on, land. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. I mean, we took a risk on the 1 lander. I think, yeah, I mean, keeping a 1 lander there. If this is Karn Liberated, we're just dead. Karn the Great Creator, sure. So we can kill that at least. We're going to go and get Ensnaring Bridge. Could be Liquimetal Coating. Okay. So we will bolt Karn. So again, really in need of a land now. Yeah, really in need of any sort of land. Yeah, we get a land. Okay, so I think we need double red really, so we'll just have to go and get Stomping Ground. And then we'll Blood Moon. Okay, so obviously my opponent can make green mana with this star. So they could Nature's Claim Blood Moon. They do only have 3 cards in hand. Okay, so they don't find anything. So kind of want to find a land, or we could Arbor Elf and try and set up more mana for next turn. No, I think we'll Seasoned Pyromancer here. You know, get some stuff on the board. We'll get rid of... I think we're just going to get rid of... certainly Bolt. If we hit a green land, we might be able to play Arbor Elf, but the chance of hitting a green land are quite slim, I think. Okay, we don't hit a land at all, which isn't is not ideal. So our opponent might be... okay, so they haven't got another land, so that implies... okay, we hit another land, which is obviously really good. Maybe we should have... well, probably should have Bloodbraid Elf there. No, I think we'll just Chandra. Start working our way up towards the ultimate. Opponent's at 14. Pithing Needle. Okay, so do you have a Pithing Needle? That's going to be Chandra, Torch of Defiance. And they hit the land. So they had Pithing Needle in hand from last turn. Okay, yeah, we're really kind of punished there for not playing Bloodbraid Elf last turn. Because then we could have played Bloodbraid Elf this turn. Like green this time. Because yeah, that might have even been lethal. Although my opponent would be at 9, -3, -3. Yeah, they'd be at 3. They'd be in bolt range. Hopefully not going to matter here. Opponent finds a sphere. Okay, so do you have a Nature's Claim for Blood Moon? This is Karn Liberated, is it? Worm Coil Engine. Pretty good. So they're going to block this, take 4. I think we're okay, potentially, because we can... okay, that makes it better still. So we can Bloodbraid... yeah, okay, so we go and get a shock land here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So what we do is we Bloodbraid and then we bolt the creature that my opponent blocks with Worm Coil Engine. So let's just check this is enough. So we'll have a Bloodbraid Elf which will be blocked, and then we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, exactly. Making sure we tap right here. Yeah, we'll cast Tireless Tracker, but not going to make any difference actually. So we can just attack all. And then we bolt 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we bolt our own Bloodbraid Elf here. Stop my opponent gaining the life. And that should be it. Yeah. Okay, I think Tron's probably a good matchup for us. Good to get a win round 1. See you again for round number 2. Okay, welcome to round number 2. Just saw between rounds that the opponent in the last round was actually was actually the trophy leader. So interesting to see what the trophy leader is currently on. Obviously mono green Tron. This is an interesting one. It is 1 land, but it does have Utopia Sprawl, and if we hit 1 land, another land, so we're against a Lurus deck. So I don't think we're going to... yeah, the trouble with this hand is if we get Thought Seized, we can't really do anything. We've got 2 looks at a land. Let's risk it. Let's see what happens. So if we get Thoughtseize, we're in trouble. But if we don't and we hit a land, we've got the potential to turn to Blood Moon or Pillage. And if it is a Thoughtseize deck, you kind of don't want to mulligan anyway. Plains is interesting. Right, so this is hammer time. Okay, so we can actually... That's not bad, because we can do this, and then next turn, if we don't hit a land, we can play Utopia Sprawl and still make 2 mana. Let's go Arbor Elf. So yeah, this is Hammer Time, the deck where they look to kill you with a Colossus Hammer. I haven't got any... Okay, so we're going to need something to kill... Okay, so we need to hit a land this turn, really, to kill that Income Off Nexus, otherwise we're potentially dead next turn. Okay, good. We do hit the land. So I think I'm just going to Pillage here, because it turns off some plays from next turn from my opponent. I guess the risk is that my opponent has has the hammer and they just cast it and attach it to Giver of Runes. Although actually Pillage turns off... Pillage can kill the hammer, I guess. So actually it might be right to just Blood Moon here. Yeah, I think it's actually correct to Blood Moon here. I think we possibly could have got a Utopia Sprawl in there somehow. So if I play Utopia Sprawl on here, and then yeah, could have actually Bloodbraid Elf there. Okay, we need to remember that. Just finding my lines with this deck. So yeah, what we should have done there was played Utopia Sprawl on the forest, and then we could have untapped it with Arbor Elf to make enough mana for Blood Moon. Okay, so so let's go with Utopia Sprawl, and we'll make it tap for red. So we've got 3 mana available. Trouble is, we know that my opponent has Colossus Hammer. If they have another hammer... Yeah, we're a bit punished for not... not Utopia Sprawling us home. Well, I don't think it'll matter too much. So my opponent next turn is going to try and attack with Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, I think this is fine. I think we'll wait because we can potentially block. So I think my opponent will go for Stoneforge Mystic. So they're playing the hammer. They're going to try and equip it to Stoneforge, and then if they want to give it protection from green, we can then Bonecrusher Giant kill the stone. Oh, we can't kill the Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. So we're going to try and block here, I think. If my opponent has another hammer, we lose. We possibly... let me just think about this. We possibly should have... hopefully they don't have another hammer. Oh, they do have another hammer. Yeah, so we lose to that. So Yeah, I think we should have. Yeah, we should have tried to kill Giver of Runes in their turn, although then it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, we just lose here, sadly. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually think there was too many ways out of that. So we're going to want to bring in Flame Slashes. Wrenn and Six is fine. They do run quite a lot of 1 toughness creatures. Klothys is interesting versus Lurus. We certainly want all of that. Blood Moon's not amazing, although it does turn off all of their nexuses. So what do we want to get rid of? Pillage is obviously great. Let's get rid of a tracker. A bit slow. Chandra kills a creature, but that is turn 4. Okay, I think Klothys is probably a bit slow. Yeah, maybe something like that. I think we're going to have to try and just remove all of their creatures in this one. Shame we haven't got a braids or engineered explosives in this side. But Flame Slash is pretty good. Okay, obviously a mulligan here. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, this is pretty good actually. So let's turn to Pillage. I think we'll get rid of Karn. Karn is good against their artifacts, but I think we'll leave Karn for later. Okay, so we'll just play a forest, play an elf. Pass. So yeah, any creature turn 1 is getting flame slashed probably. And if they don't play a creature on turn 1, we'll pillage their land. Although Pillage saving it for a hammer. We don't really want to see the enchantment here. Okay, loads of creatures. Springleaf Drum. So we could kill both of my opponent's creatures, which isn't the worst idea. Okay, find another pillage. Okay, so obviously pillage kills creatures as well. We could pillage the land, although the creatures do the same thing. So I'll tap this for red. Untap this. Do we just flame slash both creatures? I think we do. Just remove all of their creatures, I think is good here. And if my opponent doesn't find a land, well, they do find a land. Pure Steel Paladin, pretty good. I think we're just going to jam Klothys here. Maybe we should be killing Springleaf Drum here. How many do they need for Metalcraft? 3 artifacts. Okay, Colossus Hammer. If they have another hammer here, we just die? because they can equip both to pure steel. That would be really annoying. Okay. If they have a land, we die. Really? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a thing. Yeah, didn't play around that. Yeah, that's... I feel like that my opponent kind of had the nuts there. Yeah, let me know if you'd have, maybe we should have been thinking about, you know, the double hammer pure steel paladin play. But we would have had to... Actually, that doesn't even do it, because if we pillage their artifact, they just play the Inkmoth Nexus, make it into a creature with itself, play both hammers and attack. So, actually, we couldn't have done anything there. We could have pillaged a land, which might have... No, again, we pillage a land. My opponent just plays 2 hammers and equips. Yeah, so we couldn't do anything there. Well, sometimes that happens. That was a very quick round. So we'll go straight into round number 3. See you there. Okay, round number 3. Yeah, this is a turn 2 Blood Moon. So yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, so just go and grab a forest, play Utopia Sprawl, make red mana with it. So turn 2 Blood Moon, turn 3, one of our heavy hitters is obviously pretty good. See what my opponent has. Oh, it's a mountain. Okay, so that's interesting. So we could either play Arbor Elf, but it probably just gets bolted, or we could just go ahead and play the Blood Moon. I think we're going to play the Blood Moon, actually. If it's mono red prowess, we're in trouble. But if it's blue red, it can shut off some of their spells. If it's burns, red white burn, it shuts off again some things out of that. Okay, double mountain. Oh, okay, so it's just classic burn. So you could do with a land now, really. Seasoned Pyromancer, that does deal us damage. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're just going to Seasoned Pyromancer here. I don't think Arbor Elf is going to live long enough to be a real contender here. So we're going to bottom... I think we're going to bottom Bloodbraid Elf, Arbor Elf. Oh, I still don't hit any lands. Yeah, because we kind of want Karn the Great Creator to be able to go and get Elixir of Immortality or Elixir of Immortality or Batterskull. Ugh. Crikey, we really wanted a land there. Okay, so we're going to have to play Wrenn and Six, unfortunately. Yeah, that takes 4 damage. Okay. Yeah, so we're relying on my opponent not having very much here. And then, yeah, so we need, next turn we get Karn. Next turn we play Karn. The turn after, Searing Blaze. Sure. That's annoying. My opponent's got Bolt. Do we just die here? Oh. Opponent's at 10. Yeah, so we have to block each of these, which is pretty annoying. We're kind of locked out of spells now. It's a Bloodbraid Elf, so we can kill one of these, but we can't kill the other. Yeah, that's annoying. Keeping a turn 2 Blood Moon against, we're not sure it's mono red burn, but it could well be. Okay, so let's lose all these Blood Moons. So Kitchen Finks, obviously, Flame Slashes, and then Wrenn and Six does nothing. So it's whether we want to bring in some of these artifacts. Elixir of Immortality is only 1 mana, but it's, yeah, I think we'll bring in the Elixir. Don't mind that. Is Arasta any good? Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell. Is it better than anything else we've got? I think we'll just go with this. Yes, we'll play first. No lands, that's obviously a mulligan. Sadly, another no lander is also a mulligan. Yeah, this is fine. So we'll keep this, and I think we're gonna 1, 2, 3. I think we'll just get rid of Windswept Heath here. Oh, we have to get rid of 2. Yeah, it probably is Karn. Maybe we should have kept Karn, not sure. Did you have a removal spell for a turn 1 Goblin Guide? Wouldn't mind seeing Goblin Guide giving us a land. Okay, Bloodbraid Elf's not the worst. So here we're going to Flame Slash this. And then I think we're going to play the Elixir. If it gets smashed to smithereens or something, that's obviously annoying, but it's better that we play it out and not get it under Eidolon. Smith Spear and a bolt. Sure, so I'm just going to fetch here, and we'll just grab Stomping Ground. Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Just a misclick on Modo. That could cost us dear here, because that's cost us 2 life. So we should be at 14, so we should be at 12 after this Swift Spear attack. Okay, Bolt's pretty good. So let's bolt this. Yeah, that's really really frustrating there, because I should be at 12, and then 17 from Elixir is obviously really good. Oh, I should have cracked that as well, probably. Let's play around Skull Crack. Okay, so I'm just going to crack this now. Gain 5 life. So annoyingly, I should be at 17. That's a good draw, though. Hopefully Klothys can bail me out of the mistake. I've got 2 cards in hand. shocking in. Just like double Boros Charm. Lava Spike. Could be a 3-mana spell. Okay, so we're going to want to exile this. Skullcrack's obviously annoying. Yeah, I think we want to play our Bloodbraid Elf here. Obviously it blocks quite well. Let's go and grab a forest. I mean, we could even go on the offensive here and attack. Depends what we find. Arbor Elf. So we're not going to cast the Arbor Elf. Right, so if my opponent has Bolt, let's say they have... if they have Lightning Bolt, it could be Lightning Helix. I think we're... So if we attack, they go to 9... No, I think we're just holding back, actually. I don't think the maths quite works out. I think if I hadn't have made a stupid error, we could probably attack here. But I think we're more on the Klothys plan. Okay, they have Lightning Helix, so we're kind of rewarded for... Okay, so my opponent's attacking us here. I think we're taking this block. I mean, having my opponent having to pay life as well when they cast their spells at 10 isn't the worst, but I don't think we want to take much damage. Okay, hard cast Rift Bolt, but we are going to get to gain some life here. And we find another Bloodbraid Elf, so that's pretty good. So nothing off the top kills us, I don't think. Three, this would put them to 5, and then they're dead next turn. Yeah, okay, either way. So fortunately, my my misclick on Magic Online didn't do us in there. So, that was pretty good. So Elixir of Immortality was actually really good in the main. Do we want to bring just Batterskull in the main? Okay, just consulted a handy sideboard guide that reminded me that Pillage is probably a easy cut in this, and they suggested taking out all the Karns as well. So I think we're going to do that, and then we can bring in things like Batterskull, Trinisphere, Arasta. And then I think we just probably fill it up with things like Wrenn and Six, Relic. Maybe we can keep 1 or 2 Blood Moons. Like, it does shut them off quite a lot. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. I think Karn's probably a bit slow. An excellent sideboard guide, actually. I can't remember who it was by. Let's have a quick look. So it was by someone called Giglio MTG or Giglio MTGT. Ponza Master's Guide. It's a Karnza primer. I'll actually link it in the description below. So yeah, go and check that out if it's something you're interested in. Right, so I don't think we want to keep this. It's got lands, it has spells, but it doesn't really have anything good to be doing. I think we're going to mulligan this. Yeah, we'll keep this because this is turn 2 Klothys. I think Chandra's going to be less impactful than Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, so we're going to go and we'll fetch. Okay, spending Riftbolt, sure. So that's better for us than a creature. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go and fetch basic forest here. And we'll make red mana with that so that we can just fetch another basic forest next turn. Or if you want to try and minimize the amount of damage we're taking from our lands here. Okay, Swift Spear, so that's their draw for turn. So they could have Skewer the Critics. Could be Path to Exile. Okay, just another basic forest, so I might as well play that out. And then get the Klothys down. So is this if it's a land card? Yeah, okay, so we're going to want to exile Riftbolt. Start gaining some life. So we don't know what my opponent has in hand. Rolling Vortex is quite good against. Oh, that's very good against us. Oh, it's only one red to do that as well. That's very annoying. Yeah, that could just. That's going to be a real thorn in our side, unfortunately. And we can't actually kill that. I think we're just going to Bloodbraid here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I forgot about that as well. Oh, I'm not playing very well today. Yeah, that was a big mistake. Yeah, I forget this has so much text on it. So Rolling Vortex, yeah, if you cast spells for free, it domes you for 5. So we're actually dead to certain things here. Another Rolling Vortex, potentially one of them. So we can kind of get aggro here. So we could. Is it? I think actually we're just going to add red mana, because then we can. Yeah, I think we're just going to exile this. In order to cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Go to annoyingly we get a land. Oh, we can attack with Klothys now though. Oh, is this Path to Exile? Yeah. So we could bolt our own Bloodbraid Elf, but I don't think we want to do that. So my opponent's got 2 cards in hand. We're gonna attack for 3, put my opponent to 9. I guess they only need 1 burn spell realistically to kill us. They go to 9. They'll go to 8-7. So we have actually got lethal next turn. with our attacks, but yeah. Annoyingly, if I hadn't have made that error again with this Boros Charm or Helix, yeah. So, yeah, we don't know what my opponent had in hand. If I hadn't had to take 5 damage from that Flame Slash, we'd be at 5. Yeah, making a few mistakes this league, but good to learn from them. So yeah, we'd be at 5, and then we attack for potentially lethal next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, attack for lethal next turn. Yeah, double rolling vortex against our early Klothys plan. Pretty annoying, but that's the way it goes. See you again for round number 4. Okay, going to be on the play here. Sadly, another no-lander. Against the Lurus deck, we'll probably keep this. Bottom Bloodbraid Elf, just because it's going to be a while before we can get there. So Wooded Foothills, pass. Yeah, there's more of a mid-range plan strategy, this one. So Lurus could be anything, really. So many decks use Lurus at the moment. Okay, so Serum Visions is unexpected. So what are we thinking for Serum Visions? Something like a Grixis kind of dragon, sprite dragon kind of thing, or not sure. So we'll get a Stomping Ground. Okay, so I think we'll just play another Stomping Ground tapped and pass. I'm going to want to find another land. Okay. Could be about mill, but Inquisition of Kozilek, sure. So yeah, we're going to want another land off the top. Yeah, really going to want another land off the top. Okay, he takes a Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's see. Find Arbor Elf. I mean, it adds mana, but I would imagine this will end up just getting fatal pushed. Okay. Is this something like... no, it's not Shadow. Fatal push Arbor Elf. Thoughtseize. Sure, it's Grixis something. Well, or we're just blue-black. We've seen Scalding Tarn, but that could just be a blue fetch. Okay, so take both Seasoned Pyromancers. Okay, so it's Grixis. So they are lightning bolting. So they're a tad annoying. So we really need a land. Oh, we are not getting very lucky with these lands. Okay, Expressive Iteration. Okay, so this could be Shadow. Though leading on basic island. Another Thoughtseize. Okay. Probably should have Bonecrusher there. Yeah. Oh, another Arbor Elf. What lands, really? I'm going to imagine my opponent has another Bolt or a Snapcaster or a Fatal Push, or there's a Sprite Dragon. So I think we're just going to let this hit for 1. Could this be just lure us into my opponent's hand? If it is, then that's fine. Yeah, so we'll bolt this. Okay, so we really need a land off the top now. Yes, get there. Okay, so do we have a... We do have a Tormod's Crypt. So... I think we're just going to play Karn. We'll grab Tormod's Crypt. We'll play it. And then I'm just going to exile right now. We don't want my opponent untapping with like a Snapcaster Mage or anything like that. It shuts off Mishra's Bauble as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, it also shuts off Dreadhorde Arcanist. Just playing out Lurrus. Okay, sure. 1 card in hand for my opponent. Okay, so we hit a land again, which is actually really good. So what? So we've got 5 mana essentially. So we could go and get... I think we're just going to go and get Grafdigger's Cage. Yeah, so we will tick down. We would like to use Karn's ability, get Grafdigger's Cage, play Grafdigger's Cage, then we'll shock this in. I guess the trouble with Chandra killing Lure, actually I think we just tick. Do we just tick up now? Up to 5 means, well, no, well. If we tick down, we do get to keep one of our planeswalkers, which is obviously nice. Unless my opponent has like a bolt. Yeah, I think we're just going to kill Lurrus here, and then my opponent has to choose which of our planeswalkers to kill. Okay, so killing Karn, which is a little unexpected, I guess. Oh, they've got bolt as well. Okay, so they do get to kill both of them. Okay, so that's a very good draw. Oh, well, no, it's not because of Grafdigger's Cage. Or is it X? No, it's cast from exile, isn't it? I think. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Yeah, let's cast Bonecrusher Giant here. Yeah, I thought that stopped it, but it doesn't stop because Bloodbraid Elf exile, so... yeah, I think we can just attack with everything here. Other good thing about killing Lurrus is obviously the lifelink is relevant given that my opponent is at 7 now from all the Thoughtseize, Fetch and Shocks. We've got 2 Seasoned Pyromancers waiting in the graveyard. Okay, so this is, yeah, Grixis Dragon with Dreadhorde Arcanist and things like that. So we're going to want all the Flame Slashes in. Probably Arasta as well, potentially Kitchen Finks. Then Pillage and stuff is interesting. Do we need the acceleration against another kind of mid-range deck? I'm kind of tempted just to take all that out. Something like that. Bring in a relic. Maybe leave in one sprawl. Yeah, I think that's probably a reasonable idea. Go a bit more mid-rangey. Okay, so yeah, this is a fine hand. We've got the one of the Utopia Sprawl to be kept in, which is quite nice. It's got 2 removal spells for their creatures. Look like we're getting hit with discard, but our hand's fairly discard proof. If they want to take Utopia Sprawl, that's fine. Yeah, they take Utopia Sprawl, which is fair enough. Okay, we'll just fetch a tap land in turn. Okay, Thoughtseize again. Bloodbraid Elf maybe. Seasoned Pyromancer. Then I've got a second land. Okay, no second land for my opponent. So, yeah, let's go get Stomping Ground here. Okay, play the land my opponent doesn't know about. End of turn, if my opponent doesn't really do anything, we'll probably stomp. It's another. Okay, well now, well, no, I think we'll let this happen because I'd rather, if my opponent wants to discard our Bonecrusher Giant, I think I'm fine with that. Because if we Bonecrusher Giant, let's take Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, okay, there's Bloodbraid Elf. Is it still no land? Is finding discard spells? Okay, so I think now we're going to Bonecrusher. Because then next turn we can just yeah, next time we can play the Bonecrusher. Yeah, stomp now. My opponent is at 12. Yeah, Klothys is a good one. What do we get here? I think let's go and get a mountain. Yeah, I can't Thoughtseize the top of your opponent's deck. Okay, still no land from our opponent. Okay, so we'll start exiling my opponent's stuff, starting with Bauble because Lurus is a thing. We'll just cast the Bonecrusher Giant. If my opponent wants to bolt it, they take damage for it, so yeah, not looking good for my opponent. They've never found a second land, which is obviously pretty brutal. Okay, they find a land now, but Grixis colours there, yeah, they're likely to have to shock. And they know we've got double flame slash for any creature, so good. Okay, so we get there. We're 2-2. Hopefully go 3-2. See you for round number 5. Okay, so we're on the play for round number 5. So it's against Pygonti, which I think this is another well-known grind. I think they're amongst the top players on Modo. So we're going to keep this. It's got an Arbor Elf in it, and then, you know, we haven't got anything really broken to play on turn 2, but you know, we'll probably go for a Seasoned Pyromancer, look for a. Okay, so now that probably changes things. So I think we're just going to stomp that. might as well just attack for 1. Don't know what this is. And Pete land into Hierarch. Like green-black infect. Oh, it's the green-black combo. Sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna Chandra here. Okay. So yeah, if people haven't seen this deck before, it is uses Yawgmoth and Undying creatures to like combo off and kill you with Geralf's Messenger. No attack there is a little strange. Okay, so we're not. So let's tick up here. See what we find. Okay, we find a bolt. So, yeah, I think we'll just bolt the wolf. Possibly should have just bolted my opponent. Then we'll go and grab. Well, I guess we might shock in actually, because then if we find another lightning bolt, we can find another lightning bolt. We can cast it. There's a pillage. Okay, so pillage not bad, given that my opponent's kind of short on lands. Oh, is this okay. Hopefully they can't go off here. How much damage does Chandra deal? 4 damage. So yeah, if we manage to untap here, we're probably killing Dryad Arbor with Chandra. Yeah, we're probably going for a mana denial plan here now. Okay, so bolts are a good draw. So yeah, I think we're going to want to. We could tick up and then try an ultimate. Is it any target? Now that we drew the bolt, so we'll pillage a land. Pillage a land. So we should pillage this really, but they can just sacrifice it in response to draw, which isn't really what we want. Then we're gonna kill. We could just. How much are we afraid of my opponent just killing us next turn? We could just kill this, play. What do we? Not sure. Do let me know in the comments if you've got any opinions on what we should do here. It's tempting to tick up and then ultimate Chandra, but I think we're going to want to. So I'm afraid of something like Yawgmoth here. I think I'm going on the mana denial, and given that they can vote for the Dryad Arbor. Collected Company. That's pretty good. Okay, so they have got enough mana now. Maybe we just bolt this now and hope that they don't hit another. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Yeah, so we're going to bolt the young wolf. because then it takes away my opponent's... We'll play the land, I think. It takes away my opponent's ability to... You know, if they have Yawgmoth, they need Yawgmoth and an Undying creature to really go off. So yeah, but given that they found loads of mana from their collected company, I think we then pivot to trying to kill their kind of things that matter. So good draws are things like Bloodbraid Elf, Karn the Great Creator would be good. Okay, so that is an Undying creature. Is this 2+? Oh, so this is just Yawgmoth anyway, isn't it? I think. Okay, so they can do a lot of stuff here. It's not. This isn't the one that just kind of kills us. This is where they can. Do they gain life? No, they have to pay life. So they are at 10. So maybe. No, maybe there was an argument for just bolting my opponent. They're wondering whether to start going on it. Okay, so just killing their birds here. So yeah, Karn is great here because it goes and gets Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, so my opponent can pretty much draw a lot of their deck here. Oh, they can kill all of our stuff. Yeah, I forgot it's any creature. Yeah. They're at 3. I guess they're looking for... Kitchen Finks goes infinite with Yawgmoth. They're at 2, so they're going to have to kill Chandra, otherwise Chandra just kills them. Okay, so they kill the elf. They're going to kill Chandra here. Okay, they've got 7 cards in hand now, it's a bit worrying. Okay, Lightning Bolt, Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, that's not great. They probably just go off now. I mean, they're only on 2, so... Oh, right, so that's just lethal, isn't it? Because Zulaport Cutthroat deals us infinite damage with that. Yep, that will do it. Okay, so Yawgmoth combo. Question is, do we want to bring in... I think so. We definitely want the Flame Slashes. What don't we want? So I think we might try and do some unfair things, especially on the play. So do we want to be trying to... I think we might bring in 1 relic. And then... So we'll take out a tracker, I think, possibly a bit slow. Bonecrusher does kill stuff. Again, maybe a little bit slow. Blood Moon is an interesting one. I think we will keep in Blood Moon, maybe cut to 3. And then What else can we trim? Trim one elf, maybe? Yeah, Klothys. Keep an elf over a Klothys. I think Klothys doesn't actually deal with the undying threats. So yeah, I think we're going to try and ramp into something like Karn or Blood Moon or yeah. Okay, let's be on the play. I mean, we'll go with it. Let's go with this. See what happens, I suppose. It's possible that we get them with a turn 2 Blood Moon. It's also possible that they just fetch basics or have basics in hand. But we will, if they have a turn 1 birds, we can play a Blood Moon and then potentially Bonecrusher it. Or yeah, I suppose that's an interesting question. If they have a turn 1 Birds of Paradise, do we go ahead and Bonecrusher it over playing Blood Moon? So let's play a forest here, Utopia Sprawl it. Go for red, pass the turn. Let's see if we can get them here. Okay, so playing something. Okay, basic forest. It is a bird, so I think we're just going to stomp that. Yeah. I think stomping that first is fine. Yeah, annoyingly. My opponent might not have any mana. They might still choose to play around Blood Moon as well. Twilight Mire. Okay, so now I think we're going to Blood... Okay, so Blood Moon not great there. Pillage is quite good though. So they can't actually make black mana off these. So actually I think Blood Moon's fine here. Go and fetch another forest, I think. Although we could just pillage this. No, let's get the Blood Moon down. Yeah, because I can't make black mana at the moment. I suppose they can convoke, which is... Yeah, so we'd like to find Karn, really. Wrenn and Six is not bad as well. So we'll play that. I think we're going to start killing creatures. So we'll kill this Essence Warden first. And then play a land. And then we're just going to pillage a land. Just trying to take my opponent off as much mana as we can. We're not really clocking them is the trouble. Okay, so killing Wrenn and Six, or attacking Wrenn and Six here. Birds. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, I think we're just gonna cash in this Wrenn and Six here, kill the Birds of Paradise because that makes black mana. And then we'll play the land and play Bloodbraid Elf. Another Blood Moon, not exactly what we want. Can't attack with that, unfortunately. These, yeah, Wall of Roost proving good to stop us attacking. Opponent's only got one card in hand. Klothys is a nice draw. So we can play Klothys here. Actually, it might be a creature. Yeah. We'll cast Bonecrusher as well. So we're really looking for Karn, the Great Creator. So yeah, I think we can just attack with everything now. Opponent's going to have good blocks on a lot of things, but we do get through with a little bit of damage. Opponent obviously looking for Chord of Calling, Eldritch Evolution. Oh, that's a good one. So yeah, we'll just get rid of just keep doming my opponent with Klothys. This is 4 damage, so we're going to want to hit the biggest one here. Just makes my opponent's block, well, the biggest one we can. Obviously can't hit the 0-5, but yeah, trying to make my opponent's blocks as difficult as possible. So yeah, opponent keeping oh, they found Eldritch Evolution, so they can get Yawgmoth here. Is this going to be the turn before we've got lethal? Yeah. This is a okay. So they're not attacking. It's got protection from humans, but that's fine. I think we're just sending in here. Trouble is my opponent's got good blocks again. Yeah, we're just trying to deal as much damage as we can. Yeah, we really needed to find something like Karn, the Great Creator. Even Lightning Bolt here. Yeah, Karn, the Great Creator, Lightning Bolt, Flame Slash, Chandra. We had a lot of good draws there that win us the game. Unfortunately, we're now at the mercy of what my opponent has found. They still can't make black mana. Okay, so drawing cards, making Klothys smaller. So I can't play something like Geralf's Messenger at the moment. Okay. Okay, so we do get there. So Blood Moon was very good there. Didn't look like my opponent has many basic swamps. So sure. So I think actually bringing in Blood Moon, Bonecrusher Giant might not be actually the worst here. So Chandra I liked because it kills Yawgmoth, I suppose. Bloodbraid Elf, I think we'll trim an elf because, yeah, some of the cascades aren't that great here. And then, Klothys proved pretty good there. Maybe get rid of just another elf, go with that. Okay, so no lands, obvious mulligan. Yeah, we can keep this. We'll put a land on the bottom, I think. So yeah, we're going to need to find some lands at some point. This relic is obviously a good find as well. Flame Slash. I actually think we can wait on that. Although, yeah, I think we'll wait on Flame Slash because Flame Slash can kill things like Yawgmoth or maybe we should have killed that. Okay, sure. Okay, another Flame Slash. So we could just I think we're just gonna, well, I guess, yeah, I guess that makes our things a bit, our pillages a bit worse. So if we pillage this, is that better than just Flame Slash, Flame Slash? Or we could stomp. I think we're definitely Flame Slashing the birds now, actually. Yeah, I think I should possibly, well, we didn't know we were drawing another Flame Slash, I suppose. And then I think I'm just going to play Relic and pass the turn, actually. And then next turn, we'll probably try and pillage a land or... Okay, so we're going to get hit for 2 here. Another Geist. Okay, so my opponent has got this aggro plan going. Okay, so that's a Chandra. So I think now we're just happy pillaging. Yeah, the trouble is that doesn't then hold up this, but I think that's fine. Pillage a land. We are taking 4 a turn, so this aggro plan has the potential to just get us here. If we find a land, we'll have 4 mana, so we could in theory Flame Slash and kill both. So we hit a land, we hit another elf. So we could Flame Slash. We need to kill both, really, is the trouble. I guess we can start just churning through them. If we take, let's say we take 4 to 5 here. Okay, no attacks is interesting. So that implies my opponent's found something like a... that's not bad. So let's Utopia Sprawl this. So we're going to Utopia Sprawl this one now because we need loads of red mana. So we'll make red. Right, now let's just think about this. So if we go Flame Slash kill this in response to the Undying trigger, untap this, and then Bonecrusher the other one, they go, we kill both of these. This essentially generates 6 mana. So I think that's fine. I think we've got more than enough to kill everything here. So we'll do this. So add this. So I've got 2 red mana. Untap this. Make sure that we get it. So, and then I think we'll just do everything here. make sure that my opponent hasn't got any sort of shenanigans. So flame slash one of these. And then in response to the Undying trigger, we can stomp the other one. And then with both of those triggers on the stack, we'll make my opponent exile one, just in case they've got anything to... And then we'll, redraw. So that deals with everything my opponent has. And then we'll just play another Arbor Elf. And pass the turn. And then we've actually got a lot of mana next turn. You know, this is actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 mana. Okay, so my opponent's got 7 cards in hand but no lands. So let's play Chandra. Yeah, we're happy to bolt my opponent. Oh, can we not do that? Oh, that's okay. My opponent decides to concede. That's annoying because we didn't have any red mana to actually play it. But we're just going to dome them for 2 anyway. Okay, so we get the 3-2 with red-green Karnza. Enjoyed the deck. I did make a few silly mistakes, but hopefully iron those out when I've played the deck a little bit more. Hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know if there's anything you want to see more of, see less of. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if it's something you're interested in. Okay, but for now we'll see you again soon for some more mid-range magic. Cheers.